And not gonna lie everyone, it was about a month ago. And I was at a point where I was like, you know what? This I'm done. I give up. And I was literally about to drop my cameras and just sell it all and be like, maybe I should go back to school and do something else. Literally, I was at that point where I just wanted to just stop. The power of free will is an amazing ability, but it all depends on choices that you make. But a lot of times in life, a lot of times in life, when you make certain choices, it takes you down a rough path. And you can try all you want. And I'm not saying that miracles don't exist. Miracles do exist. And a lot of times, sometimes things do work out in your favor. But a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, things aren't always going to go your way. Then there becomes a point in your life where you respond to yourself when something bad happens. It's normal. It's part of being human. You respond, I'm done. I tried so hard on this, but no matter what, things just don't turn out right. And then it gets to the point where you want to pick up your bags or whatever you're trying to work on and just be like, you know what? I'm done. You can't, people. Like, okay, let's say like maybe you're in a situation where something bad happens on set and you don't know how to address the situation, or maybe you're directing your first film on set and this is your first time directing a bunch of people on set and you feel nervous and you don't even know how to direct people because you start to doubt yourself. Or maybe you're on set, an actual feature set for the very first time, and you start comparing yourself to people who have been in the industry for, let's say, a decade or 20 years. Then you start to develop what they call imposter syndrome. Am I really meant for something like this? Is this really meant for me? Or maybe I'm doing something stupid. Maybe I should just drop this because I no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get it. You start to put yourself in that spiral in your head of negativity inside your head. But it's all in the head. But I'm not gonna be that person that's gonna be like, that's never happened. Like, we've all been there. And not gonna lie everyone, it was about a month ago. And I was at a point where I was like, you know what? This I'm done. I give up. And I was literally about to drop my cameras and just sell it all and be like, maybe I should go back to school and do something else. Literally, I was at that point where I just wanted to just stop. But like they always say, everything happens for a reason. And what happened a month ago, if that never happened, I wouldn't have learned what I know now. And I took what happened that day and I took it to heart and developed certain skills to address my new projects that were happening all this month. That's why I was away for a very long time from YouTube, because I wanted to focus on the next few music videos that were happening these past couple weekends. And then last weekend I got to go with Transcendence, amazing band, which thank you again, Darren. I got to go on a road trip with them to do BTS footage for their new music video, filmed by the one and only Tom Flynn. Yes, I finally got to meet someone I've been looking up to for the longest freaking time. And I never thought this would ever happen, but it happened. And I remember when I got on set, when I was first walking up the stairs, I was walking up the steps, and I was like, oh boy, this is the day. And all of a sudden, when I was dropping my bag, I heard,
What's up?
hey, yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
It's all good, man.
Oh
my god. And I was like, holy crap. And he walked over to me and he walked over to me and said hello. I was like, oh my gosh. I kept my cool. But inside I was like, oh my gosh, hell yeah. You know, like when you view someone highly and you look up to them and you're like, you know what, I want to be just like that person. We all have that one person, you know? And finally got to meet. It was funny because I was on set and I was putting all my gear together, and I put my fly cam on. He was like, "Why the hell am I even here? This guy, the BTS guy, is coming in with all this stuff. I don't even need to be here." Then he took a photo of me, put me on his stories on Instagram, and I was like, that's hilarious. Someone else is like, someone I've been looking up to is giving that to me. That was a compliment. And dude, I had so many questions, and the dude actually took time to answer the questions. Of course, he just a momentarily, because he had to film the video, but for him to actually give time to actually address that, to address my question, like, it meant a lot. And after all that, I asked for a photo, and we got to take a picture together. It was a good time. It was an amazing time. And basically what I'm trying to say is that if I would have gave up a month ago, all these things that were happening nonstop would have never happened this month. I would have never met my someone I looked up to. I would have never got these different opportunities, big opportunities to shoot these music videos. And I also have another music video happening next month. I'm starting to get recognition for something I never thought I had a skill, because just like y'all, we all go through this. You start to develop that doubt in your head, that imposter syndrome, where is this really meant for me? And it takes time. You just gotta keep, which counseling helps, y'all. Do never feel like you shouldn't go to counseling or that you're crazy. It really does help. It really does. And you start to realize that all of this is meant to happen to you so that you're prepared for something in the future. Because if you don't develop that strength, how are you going to handle a horror situation? You need to build that skill up. That's why they always say things happen for a reason. Heck, 2 or 3 days ago, I traded in my old car and I got a brand new car. Literally, I finally, like, all these things that were happening, I was able to do a down payment, and I got myself a 2020 Chevrolet Trax. And I never thought a month ago, never thought that all this would happen today. And now I actually got space to actually put things in my car. Literally, the last music video I shot, I literally rented a car, spent over $100 for one day, just to film. And I was like, you know what? And the engine was going bad, the oil kept burning, and then I just had to sell it. It sucks, but it had to be done. But what I'm trying to say to y'all is that whenever you're in that situation where you do want to give up, do not. If it's really what you want to do, you have to do all you can. I remember when I was with Darren, we were talking for like 2 hours, like until 2 o'clock in the morning. He was giving me a long lecture. Very nice guy. All of y'all that don't know Transcendence, their new music videos coming up, which actually get to film their next music video in June. Wait, that's a story for another time. He gave me a long lecture, and I took it to heart. Tell me a phrase over and over that I'm gonna tell y'all. If all of y'all have ever seen Rocky Balboa, there's a scene in Rocky Balboa where he's talking to his son. This quote, I keep it replaying up here. You, me, or nobody can hit you as hard as life. But life is not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. Get back up and move forward. And when I heard that quote from Rocky Balboa, like, I still keep replaying ever since I've seen it. I've replayed it over and over and over. And it's so true. We all have a habit of taking hits, and we just stay down and move backwards, and we start to drop everything. But you can't. If you don't develop that tolerance of getting those hits, and taking failure, and taking those to heart, and telling yourself, you know what, this happened, so now I know in the future to do it this way. Take criticism, all this negativity, do not look at it as a bad. It sucks. It's easier said than done. I get it, but do not let it get to you and put you in that spiral, especially imposter syndrome. That thing that's legit, y'all. Do not put yourself in that boat and sink. I just thought I had to tell that to y'all, to help y'all who are in the same boat. and I really hope this really helped you. And I'm sorry if I'm going on a rant right now, but yeah, that's all for today's video. And I hope for those who are wanting to drop everything that they have and give up and want to just take a new path, if it's really what you want, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But how are you gonna know it's meant to be if you don't actually take the steps? You know, we all want to learn to jog. My friend Zane always tells me all the time, which I thank you, Zane, if you're watching. Goals, it's not a race, it's a marathon. You have to take time in that marathon. That marathon is not going to happen overnight. Heck no, it takes long hours and hours and hours and hours of dedication. If it's really what you want, put your all into it. Never let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Because the moment you start believing in that, that's it. It's all over. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I really hope this helps y'all. And obviously, I'm done. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you all for watching once again, and thank you all who have been supporting me these past couple of weeks. And I dedicate this to all of y'all who are struggling. Make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.